What is going on, guys? Play on Daily Fantasy Sports back at you again today with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at tonight's NBA slate for February 22nd. And starting things off, let's go ahead and look at the point guards over on Fanduel. And the guy that I really like tonight is going to be Darren Collison against a weak Pelicans defense. He's been on a bit of a bull run. He's played great. And I'm really not too big a fan of a lot of the guard options tonight, but I think Collison is a safe play. Projections are all over him, and he's a solid way to get your cap in. Moving on then over to the shooting guard position, there's actually a couple guys I like, and the two guys that I'm going to throw out there are Kent Bazemore and Justin Holiday. Bazemore, I really like this matchup against Detroit. He's coming back from an injury. He should be getting 28 to 30 minutes. And at 40,700, I think he's a great play. Holiday, meanwhile, is down to 3,900. This guy is super inconsistent, more of a tournament play in my opinion, but he's on the court all the time, and for that reason, I really think that he's a guy that you always have to consider, especially at this low price. Next up, moving on over to the small forwards, and the guy that I'm a big fan of tonight is going to be Kawhi Leonard facing the Spurs. I like to see him getting 35 to 36 minutes tonight. That's what most sites have him on. And again, just kind of the narrative game against the Spurs. I think he's a great play. Should be a solid source of points. And I think there's some other guys that might miss the game too for Toronto. So if you're looking for a star player to spend up on, he is a solid guy over on FanDuel. Moving on over to power forward then, with Jaren Jackson questionable tonight, the one guy that I'm really targeting is Ivan Rabb. If Jackson ends up not playing, Rabb's minutes and projections overall will spike. He'll probably go from a normally 20-minute guy to probably about 28 to 32 minutes. And at only 3,800, he's just such a great play tonight. Really, playing him can enable you to play a lot more expensive guys. And that's going to lead us right on over to the centers. And that expensive guy that I like is Karl Anthony Towns, facing just an absolutely decimated and poor defensive New York Knicks defense. Towns is a great guy. He's gotten monster minutes recently. And I really think that he's a guy that you need to play pretty much, unless another better center play opens up. I think he is almost a must play tonight. Moving on then over to Draftkings, let's go ahead and start things off looking at the guards. And the first guards that really pop out to me are going to be DeAndre Bembry. Bembry just plays so many minutes. He's always on the court for this team at almost the minimum price. I think he's a great, safe way to get your cheap plays in. And being able to play shooting guard and small forward makes him an extremely flexible play. Looking at some other guards tonight that I'm targeting, Bazemore is good, Collison is good, some of those guys I had mentioned on other sites. But the one guy I actually like is Wayne Ellington. At only 3,800, Wayne, it's yet to be determined what his role is going to be with this new team. But I really think that the Pistons will feel comfortable playing him quite a bit. Most sites project him at about 30 to 32 minutes. I think that might be a little high. I like 28 minutes. But at only like a 3,800 salary, I think Wayne is a great play. Moving on then over to the forwards, and the first forward that I'm going to be targeting tonight is going to be, sorry about that, is going to be Bobby Portis. I've been a big fan of Portis ever since he made the move over to Washington. He's getting absolute boatload of minutes. They're not like the Bulls where he was on. The Bulls, you never know what the Bulls are going to do with their minutes. They're one of the most unpredictable teams in the NBA, right up there with the Suns. But in Washington, he seemed to find a really nice niche role, and against this weakened Charlotte interior, I really like Bobby Portis tonight. Looking at some other forwards, Aaron Gordon, I think, is a solid play against Chicago. Chicago's awful at defense, and I really think that Gordon is maybe a 7 to 8K player, not a 6,600 type play. So if you need a forward position, I would target Aaron Gordon. And finally, looking over then at the centers, two guys that I'm a really big fan of actually are similar guys to who I mentioned on Fanduel, and that is Towns and his teammate Taj Gibson. Both of them are just facing an absolute cruddy New York Knicks defense. I think both of them could pop tonight, and they're both, in my opinion, very safe plays. You know what you're going to get out of them. So, as always, if you have any questions on today's slate, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And if you want to continue supporting this channel, make sure to subscribe and like. And we'll be back again tomorrow with another daily video. Peace.